Hey guys, I am Jeff the Homestead Dad and welcome to the Homestead. Wanted to show you a project that I was working on. It's for the pool. You can probably hear it. So you might remember in the past, I made this bog filter out of this 60-gallon pickle barrel. I also have the pool filter that came with this pool, the small Intex or Best Way pool filter right there. Something that happens when you fill a pool with well water, especially if it's hard well water, which ours is it oxidizes the iron and the other metals in it, and it just looks like chocolate milk, and that's what happened. So I've been running this and that for 2 days straight, maybe longer than that. And the water looks significantly better. It's still greenish, but you can see the bottom. Another thing that I've seen on YouTube is this filter. I'm going to show you how I made it, but I wanted to show you it first. This cost me less than $20 out of pocket. Now I had some of the stuff already, but inside this bucket here is polyfill. There's a pump in there that is running water to pipe that I already had. I needed this piece right here to adapt to it. Had to buy that clamp. I already had this. I already had this Uniseal. I bought a bucket and I bought this Gamma lid. The Gamma lid, it clasps on much better, so the pressure from the water. But I feel like the water actually already looks a little bit cleaner. This pump is gonna cycle through the water probably every 4 or 5 hours. So that's pretty quick. So hopefully we get the rest of the irons out of there. The reason I'm interested in getting this done quickly is it was like 83 today. It's kind of cloudy, so it doesn't feel terrible. The next 4 days are supposed to be the hottest weather we've had since, they're saying maybe 2012. So I want the pool ready for everybody. So let me show you how we made this, and then I'll hopefully have an after picture on how clean the water is running. And full disclosure, I'm running all 3 pumps because I want this ready as soon as possible. But I can kind of show you how well this works. Once we get this done, I'll take the polyfill out of here. We'll see how much stuff it collected and go from there. Hey guys, it is a couple days later and I've got a horsefly flying around my head. I wanted to show you, so the kids were playing in the water all day yesterday. Not all day, but quite a bit, horseflies. It is way, way, way cleaner. There's actually a little cloud over there that's kind of floating around the pool, but I think that's just because I moved this pump and I stirred something up off the bottom. That's going to be the thing that we're going to have to do, is either take this long broom brush here and kind of do the bottom, or use that robot to get the bottom clean. But the water itself, like I said, you can see the bottom. There's leaves on the bottom and stuff, but it's clean. So again, this was not the only pump I was using. I was also using the bog filter pump. And when I remembered, I was turning on the pump that came with this. But I think that certainly helped get the rust out of the pool. I was just in the pool with the kids. Wanted to give you a quick update. So I've been running the bog filter, but that's the only filter that I've been running since I ran this for the first few days to get the water cleared up, get all the rust out of it. It worked really well. You can see the pool is clean. The walls, you may be able to see, horseflies. So I don't know if you can see, there's horseflies. We actually put some horsefly traps up around, and they're catching lots of horseflies, which makes this much more enjoyable to be in, but there's still enough horseflies around. You may be able to see on the edge of the pool, on the walls, there's some staining. That's staining from being on the ground and then having like dirty water on it. I'm gonna take a brush in there sometime and clean it, but that's not like rust in the water. The water itself is quite clean. I did want to just kind of show you quickly how this is put together so that if you want to make one, you can do so. So I'm going to turn the camera around. It'll be easier to show you that way. Another horsefly. Golly. Okay, so 5-gallon bucket. Just used a Menards bucket. I used a Uniseal. It's just a rubber gasket, and you get one that fits the size pipe you have. So I used one that has 1-inch diameter outside pipe. You use a hole saw, put it in there, and it doesn't leak. It's really cool. I use that for all of the fittings there as well, and it works great. So I had 1-inch pipe, and then I got this fitting at Home Depot. It is a 1-inch PVC to 3/4 inch threaded, because the 3/4 inch threaded worked perfectly for this 1 inch inside diameter drain pipe that I had. Now this black pipe is pipe that I got at Home Depot as well. It screws onto these, water pumps pretty easily. You just use a hose clamp and you're good to go. So I already had the pump, I already had the pipe. I grabbed a couple more hose clamps, clamped it on there, clamped it on here, used the Uniseal to get in here, and then let me move a little bit. I use one of these gamma lids, because otherwise you have to kind of like strap a regular lid onto it. So if you use a gamma lid, it clamps on there really well. And then, I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Let me take it off here quick. Okay, so I just needed 2 hands to loosen it. Once you loosen it, it just unscrews. And then here's the polyfill. So that is just polyfill that you would buy to make a stuffed animal or make a pillow. I'll put a link in the description below. I used a big bag. I bought a big bag from, and you can see it catches all that rust, right? Now what I actually found was, I'm gonna just close this back up. I'm over here by the horsefly traps, so I'm getting eaten alive by the horseflies. What I found was some of the videos that I saw, they would just throw out the polyfill when they're done, but they had like stringy rust stuff on theirs. Mine just kind of gets red colored. I dump it out, I kind of pull it out, hose it down, and then I put it back in there. So that's the first batch that I put in there. Like I said, I bought the big bag thinking that I was going to need to throw that out and reuse it. So I have probably enough to do 2 more filters like that. So if you're just going to do this once, you probably can buy the small bag of the polyfill, but it worked super great. It was able to clean out the pool no problem, as you can see. And then I haven't been running the pump that came with the pool with the filter anymore. I've just been running the bog filter. We'll see how it goes over the summer. I've stopped putting chlorine in it. I did put chlorine and shock in it just to get it started because it was pretty nasty. Well, it's not nasty well water. It's just got all sorts of stuff in it. So now that it's clean, we're gonna see if we can keep it going with natural filters and go from there. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll leave links in the description to all the stuff that I bought that I can. Yeah, and otherwise, thanks for watching. God bless you guys. See ya.